Hi everyone. Sorry. This is Suri. Recently I was really busy, so I don't have a chance to make videos. But I need to start fresh, so I thought doing really quick video for jQuery so that I can move on to ASP.NET MVC. So and I'm gonna do next on this after this I'm gonna do the razor syntax tutorial as well, so that you guys gonna keep up with your skills and follow me on MVC3, ASP.NET MVC3 or 4, however we can do that. Okay, so here in the jQuery we're gonna discuss what kind of stuff we're gonna discuss. We will see how jQuery works and how to install jQuery, how to initialize jQuery in the web pages, and how we're gonna do that. We'll see. Okay, first thing, jQuery is a very simple library, so you use this library to create advanced version of JavaScript. You can manipulate the DOM easily, so HTML DOM easily. So let's see how we're going to start with jQuery. Okay, so first thing is installation. Go to jQuery.com and download jQuery.js file and store it into the root folder, and use script tag to access the file, and this file works as a library. Okay, that's cool. So using file can change make your own jQuery library, so you can use own. So I'm using Windows 8 software. Let me close this. Yeah, I don't want to close that. Okay, so let's see what I have. So I have Express edition of Windows Visual Studio Express 2012. So I recently have started working on this, so it's a pretty good software. If you have a complete version of Visual Studio, that would be great. And the Express edition works too, so if you want to change, you don't want to change anything. Okay, fine, cool. So I already have different things here, but I need to start afresh. So I'll go here and I'll start new website. We're gonna see different things in this area. Okay, so first thing is C#. I say C#. I'll go use empty website. Okay, so that I can access. I want to add different things. You can add it different ways. So I just say yes. It's creating website 1, creating project, yes. So it's done. That's cool. So here we have a website 1. So here I'm gonna add, right click, add folder, a new folder, say JS. So now I'll go to jQuery.com. so simply instead of, you can download a file, or you can just go ahead and sorry, I don't know what happened there. Or you can use the Google API if you want to use it. You can see this. You can just copy this into your script tag, that works too. So if you don't want to do that, let's get into the stuff which you want to. So just, you can see download jQuery, click on it. Now here you see uncompressed, compressed and compressed version. If you are in the production, so you just go use jQuery compressed edition. I mean to say, sorry, if it is your product is on production, used compressed edition, so that it loads very fast and it's compressed and its size, that size is less and everything is cool. So if you don't want to use compressed and you are in the development stage, go use code this file Okay, so you can see this is the massive jQuery file, so I'll just save it. Okay, you are using this. Okay, so first thing is first, so I don't know whether it stores as, okay, let me store it in the desktop so that you guys can see. Okay, save. Okay, .js file. I'm gonna say I don't want any version or something like that. I just remove this. Okay, so now let's go. So you see this is what jQuery file is. Yes, that's cool. It's saved perfectly fine, so I can go ahead and right click on this, copy whatever you want to do, just paste it here. Now you have a jQuery.js file. Okay, so I don't know, something is bugging my system, it's very slow. Okay, so I just open this, so you see from saved. Okay, so I'm really sorry, there is a lot of things which you don't want to see this in this area. Remove this. Yeah, don't save it. I mean, don't use IE to save the file, or you can just directly save the file. This is ridiculous. You don't, I mean, if you use this way, I mean, if you save in IE10, this would be the, so you will not, you don't need this kind of stuff in this area. Okay, just let me check whether you have you see this. Okay, do one thing. I don't want to save. Just go here. I'll just we talk about that later. It's not, we are not doing you either. I'm really sorry it's taking like that. Okay, or else you can directly download it from the manage.nougat.com. that would be great, right? So yeah, it's open. So, I mean, if you are not a Visual Studio fan, or is I use Visual Studio to develop these things, or else if you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and do different things, and you have different editors as well. So but I'm a .NET fan, so I like to work on this area. Okay, I'll just go here and subscribe. Now you see the difference between that and this. Okay, so save it. I remove this. Yes, replace it. Copy and paste. Yes. So now if you open this, it looks different. Yeah, that's fine. This is how it's supposed to look. Cool. So I'll just go and add a simple add item and HTML page. I say here, I say index.html. so to use this, I'm gonna say simply write a script tag. I'll increase the size of this 150. Yeah, now it's bigger. So you write a script tag src equals to, you go and pick the URL from here, and that's good. So I say type is equals to text/JavaScript. This is the way you install stuff. Okay, so we're gonna write simple query, simple simple example how we're going to work with it, JavaScript. So simply write script, and in the type you say JavaScript, and here, so when you start writing the JavaScript in the header, in the head area, so you always say $document dot ready. Okay, so this is how you start writing the code of jQuery. Okay, so here this is nothing but everything looks like JavaScript. It's some kind of, there's a syntax difference, but it works same way like JavaScript. Okay, so you go here and write, and when the DOM is ready, that means document is ready, so I'll say alert. Okay, so I say welcome to jQuery. Okay, so that's cool. So I simply gonna run this. I'm just gonna close this one. Run, or without debugging, modify debugging. So if it is debugs, where you can know where the problem is. See, a simple alert box. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is where you write the functions, you write to call the jQuery DOMs and all the stuff you want to. Okay, let's see what's next. We have to say this is the simple installation. Okay, next we will go what kind of stuff we're gonna say. So okay, next is selectors. What is selectors? Selectors are three types. One is elements, that means HTML elements, and ID, the ID attribute of the HTML, and the class. Class is nothing but the CSS class, where you can give the style or class to the HTML markup. Like if you say you need to create a style of, class is nothing but you create a style within the class, and you can use the class wherever you want to. ID is nothing but identifier of the HTML. So let's see what kind of examples we can do this with this. Okay, so I'm go here, same page. Let's work on this. Okay, so I say P. Okay, so here I say generally what I do is so here I'm gonna say $. So whenever you put the $, it asks for the selector, what kind of selector you want to choose. So I say if it is a HTML selector, you simply say what kind of element you want to access. So I say P, so paragraph dot. So you can see in the that's what it makes beautiful of the Visual Studio. You can see the intelligence of the JavaScript, so that works easy with you, so you can easily write the jQuery. Okay, so here I'm gonna say text, or else HTML. Okay, I'll put this into alert. Okay, I don't want to put this in this here. Okay, good. So I'll say welcome to jQuery. Okay, so instead of writing there, I write here and I access this. So if I run this, see the simple thing, it looks where, and it has the same thing in here as well. So if I refresh it, see, and it will show this kind of thing in this area. The HTML function will call whatever the HTML things under this area. So if I say h2. So I can go here and I'll say h2 here. Yeah, that might be wrong in this area, but it's okay. Let's see. Or yeah, it's wrong. But you can see this area. Why it's wrong? Because it's DOM is wrong. That's the reason it's not showing anything, because then you will not put h2 tag is in the this. So I'll say this one is a label. Okay, so see, now it shows the entire DOM value. So if I say enter, it will not show any. It shows simply jQuery because it doesn't have. Okay, but it will automatically. It shows Alice. Okay, good. So now I can say, now this is the one, you will say this is an ID. So next we'll see ID. P ID equals to P area. Okay, so I use different functions for this, so don't get confused. So I'll just go here and I'll say, don't get confused, I'm going to explain this later onwards. So I'll say dollar, okay, hash, we'll say if I say p dot click, that means click event occurs when you click on the paragraph. So here I say dollar. So whenever you're writing the ID, you put hash symbol. Okay, hash symbol, and I say HTML. So I just simply copy this. So instead of writing p here, I write this, because this means that current function element in this area. So the current element or current selector. Okay, so if I say run, it's a very simple thing. So if I say, if I click here, so this is how it works. Okay, it's changing, but you cannot see that how it works. So if you say append, so that's right. So you can see that, yeah, see, that's really cool stuff. Okay, so next thing is class. So I'm gonna say style dot color. Color is aqua. Let's say aqua. Okay, so I'm gonna write one more thing, p. So I say class equals to color. So but I don't have any color here, so I just go here and ask this. You don't need to write that. So I mean, you will not write this, that is okay. So I just want to show you guys. So whenever you write the class, you put dot in front of that. So I'm gonna disable this, it works too. Okay, so don't get confused with it. I just wrote that way, but it works fine. Okay, so you see this, I say class equals to color, so that I use that class here. So if so it shows the same way, but I just want to make sure it looks different than other thing. So I remove that. I have added that same thing here, class, please, I say hash p area. So now let's execute. So if I click on here, it adds two different areas. See, yep. So okay, this is how it looks. Yeah, amazing stuff. Okay, cool. So this is how it works. So I'm really glad we did. And these are the selectors, so we use more oftenly these things. We're gonna see how it works. Okay, so next slide. So next slide is events. So we already see the click event. So we have different type of events. One is mouse events, keyboard events, form events, and window events. Okay, especially document events. Okay, so what exactly, I mean, I'm not going to show you entire thing. I'm just gonna see the click event. We already saw the click event, how it will work. And we can see that later onwards we have lots of stuff to, I mean, we can see that. So I'm gonna use simple events. Okay, so here I'm gonna say button. Okay, so button id is equals to btn add. So I say add. So here I simply say just remove this, thank you. So here I'm gonna use dollar hash btn add click. So when you click on the button, this function has to execute. So what we're gonna do here is I say p dollar p dot add class. I say dot I say color auto sessions. Okay, so dot class is a function which you can add the class to the DOM, I mean existing elements. So if I say add, what happens, you see, that's how. So that's how it works. So if you don't want to do that, so let me say so you see already different colors. If I say add, it will automatically adds the colors to the respective areas. So that's how it works. It's very easy. Okay, so this is one of the way to do see the events. Okay, let's see the next ones, very interesting one. Okay, so I'm gonna say for that I'm gonna say add images. So simply I'll add some of the images in my existing items. So I'll just go here and get the pictures. Okay, so I already have different images. So I simply say add. Okay, so what is the next thing? Next thing is effects is nothing but animations which you can create using jQuery, and you see slidings and fadings, animations, different things, and you can make your web page to creative and give some animative transitions to your web page. That would be looks very interesting and very cool. So this is how you're gonna do it with the jQuery. It's a very simple way to do it. Okay, so simply I'm gonna use different things in this area. I'll just gonna remove this. Okay, just gonna grab this image here. So I'm gonna say width is equals to 150 pixel. and height is equals to 100 pixel. I mean, I don't want to give it that much height or something like that, so let me say, okay, oh sorry, okay, so first thing I'm gonna say this image will style equals to display none, so that what happens, you cannot see the image on the document. So I'm sorry, it's 100, so you will not give the pixel rates here. Okay, so here I say img, okay, dot show. So I don't want to give any speed or something like that first, so let me see how it works. So if I click on this, you see the image. Okay, so that's how it works to show. So if I give the time, how it's gonna see, so I give 2000 for something, so I mean, you can see the animation very clearly. So if I say, you see, it's beautiful, right? So that's how it works. Or else you can write one more thing. I just don't want to give the, I just get a break here. Okay, so let's say this one is btn show and this one is btn hide. So here it's hide and here it's show. Okay, so simply go here, and if I don't change this, it won't act that way. Okay, you will not see any error because you don't have anything to say. Okay, so I just go here and dollar, I say hash btn hide, and so click function. So don't, I mean, I bought a new keyboard and really not used to it, so that's why I'm making so many errors typing it. So okay, so then I'll say hide, so I'll say 2000 as well. So you don't want to give the 2 milliseconds, that 2 seconds, it's okay, you can do the different ways. So if I say show, it shows a show, and click on this hide, and if I say show again, it show, and you can say hide, it will hide, and show hide. That's how it works. Okay, so this very, I mean, you can do lots of things here like this. So I can say there is a different kind of animations. One thing is a fade in and a fade out. So let's see. So if I say show, see how it works. That's all. And then next one more thing is slide down and slide up. I'm gonna talk about the toggle later. So show, see, okay, that's cool. So this is how you work with the animation, and there are different things which you can do while creating that. So I say animate. So here we have one good thing here. So if I say animate, it says properties. So in the properties, you write in this area. So I say 1000. So let's see what kind of properties I can give here. So I say width, okay, I say 200 pixel, 200 comma height, already have the height, so I say 300, sorry, 200, and this one is 250. Okay, let's see how it looks. So if I say it will not show because you don't have, I mean you simply disabled it showing the value of this, so I'm gonna say okay. So you can already see it. So if I click on this, you see it begin to show. Okay, so next thing, so you don't want to give that way, also you don't want to give the width, height, you just want to give the width. So see after that you can write different ways. So I can say you want again width 300. So let's see how it gonna looks. Okay, it goes 300. Okay, so that's how it works. So I say height. Okay, let's do different ways. Okay, I say again dot any. You can write this way. This is called different way. I mean I'm gonna tell you how we can write same for same thing. We can write multiple types of functions. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this the same way you can write this. Okay, so sorry, GHT height, so 200. Can write like this. So let's see. Okay, once it completes one of the function and it goes to the next function and it expands a different way. So you want to go back to the normal. I can just copy this, Control Z, copy, and I just gonna paste it here. So I say with this 150 and this is 100, so it will go back, right? So if I say show and if I click on hide, so it really makes cool effects on the page so that you can easily find how it works. Okay, so this is how it works, the animation. Okay, so you can give that with a different kind of variables like opacity is 50%. I don't know whether it works or not. Let me check. Yeah, it's not worked. Opacity, I forgot that. Let me check here first. Opacity, yeah, opacity, I'm gonna say this one is 0.5. So see, you can see that opacity is half of the percentage of opacity. So you can say this one is came back to normal. Okay, so this is how you write the animations. We can see tons of the different things, and I said toggle, right? So let's see the I'll say I just say btn. I don't want to say this, so let's show toggle. Okay, I'll delete. So this is where you're going to write hash btn dot click. Okay, function. So now you can easily see how it works. For example, I say this one is display style display is none. Okay, so now it is empty. So I say img dot slide toggle. So here I say 1000, 1 second. That's it. That is a millisecond, so don't get confused with 1000. Why the so that's why it works. Okay, let me run this. So you see, so it works that way. See, it's showing this way. They say, automatically it's closed. With a single button I'm going to do this. I'm going to open it, I'm going to close it, and doing both of them. So if you want to change that, dollar, so if dollar this dot text equals what is that, html equals to show I'm really sorry, it's this dot html is hide. So what happens then? I say else show. You're gonna two different ways, but I'm gonna show the easiest way. I don't want to write all that kind of logic here. So see, it's automatically changed. Now it says hide, now it says show. If I click on show, it goes simply, it works that way. Okay, this is how your toggle works. If you don't want to do that, just say fade in toggle. See, okay. This is it. This is what it and effects are. The next, this is the basic examples of jQuery. We're gonna see more of this. For now, this is enough. Okay, so it's obviously it's a more than 40 minutes tutorial, I think. Okay, I don't think so. Yeah, it's 40 minutes. Okay, good. Thanks. We'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you very much. Bye.